Evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Just a Conversation with your host, Mal Burton. And today's open, we're going to discuss one of my favorite sayings. Lately, I've been saying that your future depends a lot on your past. Or in other words, your past has a tendency to catch up with your future. And in no other case, this is more valuable than what you think about yourself. A lot of people think that the way they feel about themselves, their self-esteem, their self-value, it just was ingrained in them. Like, that's who they is. But in all actuality, the way you feel about yourself actually comes from what others felt about you when you were younger. Like, for instance, say someone really feels like they're a enjoyable and loving person. Well, when they was younger, somebody felt that they was lovable and enjoyable. Well, in another case, when people feel like they could assist, they bring value to the table. Well, when they was younger, it was people who thought they could assist, they could bring something to the table. But that's the easy part. Now, where it get messed up at is the other side of that coin. For instance, when people feel like they're not good enough, well, it was somewhere in their past where people didn't think they were good enough. When people feel like idiots, it was people when they was younger who thought they were stupid. When people feel invisible, it was people from their past who made them feel invisible. When people feel like they can't help, it was times when they was young when people feel like they was useless. You really just can't disregard your past because it plays a huge part in your future. It plays a huge part on your psyche today. Like, when you get this mode, people feel like I'm a failure. But then you're gonna fail. As people feel like they're useless. Then you're gonna be useless. Just because you feel like the eyes that judged you at your times when you needed the most put in you. And now that's how you see yourself, through those eyes. So I'm here to tell you today, let's start today. As of now, you're gonna stop seeing yourself through eyes of people who was unhealthy to really see you for who you was. Thank you for tuning in, and y'all enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Just a Conversation, and I'm your host, Mal Burton. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone who reached out to me via social media, through my personal line, to tell me very, very warm words and to tell me how good I did and they're proud of me and that they really felt what I said. And I want to take my time to sincerely thank all of you. I do. And to let you know that I will not stop doing this. And this is what I do now. I am here to help everyone. Those close to me, those who are not close to me. This is the path I've been chosen for. This is the path I'm gonna walk down. So, thank you. So, with that being said, today's episode, it's gonna be a dolo episode. I don't have any guests lined up for this week, but we will have more guests as time go on. But I'm gonna give you some words myself, And we're gonna start with, of course, the big question. Like, have you ever asked yourself, what do you really want? Meaning, not acquisition. We ain't talking about getting new nothing. I ain't talking about new house, new car, nothing new. But what do you want for yourself? What do you want those who really love you to see when they see you? That's the question. Like, what do you want to become? That's the real question. Nah, cut it. So next question I like to propose to you is, what do you really want for yourself? And I mean what you really want, most people will probably say financial freedom. They want a new house, a new car. They ain't the one I'm talking about. What do you want for yourself? It's a really tough question. And if you really want to know, you have to ask the question, what do I want? And it's not a joke. It's probably the toughest question you can ask yourself. Like, the hardest thing I had to do was to take a look in the mirror and to see who I was and ask myself what I really want out of my life, who I wanted to become. Because I felt like I wasn't there yet. And honestly, even though I get closer and closer every day, I'm kind of not exactly there yet, and that's fine. But I know I'm working towards becoming something. And the last question I have for you tonight is, I don't know the age group of people watching this video. I'm in my 40s. And when you're 80 years old, what do you want your life to look like? That's, for me, that's another 35 years and some months. So in basically 3 decades, how do you want your life to look? And if you know how you want your life to look, are you on that path for that life? And if not, what do you have to do to get on that path? So, thank you to everybody who helped me work on this episode. My 2 sons, of course, Cameron and Mark, appreciate it. Hopefully you can take something from this episode and build on something. And I will see you guys next week. Do I have any parting words? Yeah, I think I got something. Don't let the quest for more distract you from the beauty of enough. That's it. And I'll see y'all next week. I'm out.